on.
They're on.
They're on.
Alrighty.
You can hear us? Check 1, check 2.
We're having really good banter that they missed out on.
Zane, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm really happy to be here.
I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know you either, but you're very nice, and this is a great space.
It's an act.
It's an act. Oh, the niceness is an act, yeah. Oh, I'm not really happy to be here. I'm actually very tired, which means I'm still happy to be here, but I'm very exhausted.
Hey, that's a good thing. That means you'll be relaxed.
Yeah.
Things will flow. You won't overanalyze things.
That's kind of what I'm hoping to do. Just kind of let it all out. I put this rig together last night. Today was like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of figuring out how I wanted things to flow, and then just I played it for like, I don't know, 2 hours yesterday, 2 hours today, and then here we are.
Right on. Preparing for your final exam.
Yeah. Not in school anymore, but I was.
Right on. So you're at UCSD?
I was at USD.
USD.
I graduated. So I just finished my first year. I just finished my first year out of college. There's just no ceremony for that, but.
So how'd you meet Joe?
Joe was the theater technician, kind of music biz teacher at the school I went to at the time. I was there. No longer. He doesn't work there. And I don't go to school there.
Okay. Okay.
But that's how I met Joe, and then we just stayed in touch. And I've been helping out with it, Project Blank events, just
right on.
doing sound of bread and salt for some of those when Joe's, as he's doing today, performing and putting on, facilitating. So, yeah, that's how I know Joe.
That's cool. So we might be working together down at Bread and Salt at the end of the month.
It's very likely. People just gotta, if you just text me, I'll put it in my calendar.
Put your number out on the screen.
If you have it, call me. Yeah.
So I haven't had a chance to listen to what you do. I basically went by Joe's word that you're badass.
Oh, no.
Or at least
Competent.
that you would fit here on Radio Axiom. So tell us about what you do.
So mostly I play songs. So mostly when I performed in the past, I write. I'm like a singer-songwriter type thing. I run an open mic, and so you can see me at my open mic when I perform my songs, just like a nylon string guitar and just singing normal stuff. No washboard. The washboard I just brought for this because it's aggressive and it's a statement piece.
It's a wet piece?
It's a statement
piece. It's a wet piece?
It's a statement, you know. It's like people are like, oh, he has the washboard. This guy means business. I don't know. I don't play this thing. I'm just going to smack it if I feel like it. We'll see. But recently I've been accompanying people. So I played actually with Pruitt Igo. They played at Black Cat, and I was on the same bill with them. With Dark Friends, which is like a power electronics thing. But most of the work I do is like I've recorded Dark Friends and I played bass on something that may come out in the future. But most of what I do is like production work or like arranging work. So like...
Arranging work, what do you mean?
Yeah, so songwriters or whatever will be like, oh, I have a song, I have a string part idea, and then I'll write the sheet music and then I'll hire the players I find enough people to kind of make it work. So... yeah, that's like the benefit of going to music school is you can write sheet music and then communicate to people. But this is my first time doing something like this. Like I said, most of the time when I perform, it's like folk music. I also am a cantor at a synagogue. So it's like I do a lot of religious music and a lot of folk music. And I love noise music and experimental music. And that's kind of who I've been playing with and booking and stuff lately. But this is my first time kind of doing this. I've been looking for a reason to get something like this together.
Well, I'm glad we gave you a reason.
Yeah, something solo that's not songs.
So what have you been influenced? What kind of music has influenced you throughout your life?
I mean, like, I have the nylon string. Like, I don't know, a lot of like, Paul Simon, of course, like just kind of harmony-rich music. But lately, I've been listening to a lot of like ambient music, and then I listen to a lot of like world folk music. So I'm really into Bulgarian folk music. That's kind of what I got a CD recently of a Bulgarian folk orchestra. That's primo.
What's a key characteristic of Bulgarian folk music that people at home should look out for?
Bulgarian folk music is in 5/8 and 7/8 primarily. So it's like this off-kilter rhythm kind of most of the time, and like the instrumentation's really cool. Sometimes they have a bagpipe, like bowed, stringed instruments.
Bagpipe.
Yeah, they have. I mean, at least in the recordings I was listening to. Also, Bulgarian music, especially Bulgarian vocal music, is like really microtonal. So you get all these crazy rhythms and harmonies, kind of just being generated by like largely women singing, like really close intervals up high, and so it's like really kind of psychedelic and beautiful.
That reminds me. I might be wrong, but I think what you're talking about is something like Charming Hostess. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not heard of them.
They're from either Oakland or Berkeley back in like 97, 99. Were you alive back then?
No, I was born in 1999.
Wow.
I'm very young.
You're
The baby
just
of the
a baby.
group. Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, I've been doing this for a while, so excited to start performing more.
Well, let's let you perform, and then we'll talk about what you performed
Yeah.
after you performed.
After I get out of my own way. Well, thank you very much, Xavier. I'm excited.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Is that coming through? Cool. this call. I'm sweaty. I'm sweaty. I have more ideas, but I'm done for now, I think. That felt good to end there. Room because it's like all in my headphones, all the craziness. Maybe a little too much craziness. Thanks. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I really am dripping. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, Radio Axiom.
Check. I'm here. I don't know about you. There you go.
Hey.
So, tell us what you were doing when you were so close to the mixer, headphones on.
Yeah, so the way I did everything is I have everything going through effects, delay, reverb, and then my voice is going through this harmonizer thing. And then all of that is going into a looper. So I can loop everything with the effects. So like I can loop the delays, I can loop all the reverb. And so the main mix that Joe's getting is just from my looper. So I could have done so much more stuff. Like I was panning the delay at some point, sending things different places. If I want something to be dry, make it dry. Yeah.
Were you happy with what you did?
Yeah, it was my first time doing it. I think it's just too many cables. I was just so tangled.
And I almost unplugged something back there. I was stepping on something. I looked down. I'm like, I don't think I should be stepping on
I'm happy with it. I told Joe I would play Michael Row Your Boat Ashore. And so that's what I ended with. I don't know if you could hear it. I was singing the melody. So that was kind of my whole goal, was just to find a place where I could sing Michael Row Your Boat Ashore.
Why?
Because I like doing songs that everyone knows. Because those are the best melodies.
Why was that? What's the origin of that song? Do you know?
I think it's like a biblical thing, or maybe it's like probably biblical and then reinterpreted by American slaves is probably what it is. But I'm naive, you know.
So it's gospel, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, but yeah, I'd say, yeah, sure.
Okay.
No one's fact checking us, except all the people on their computers. Yeah, that's why I wanted to include that. I mean, if you didn't catch it, then it doesn't really matter. But it was just like, all right, it's just like, I had a timer, but I started it late. I think I went like 20 minutes or something. But my goal was like, okay, somewhere in the 20 minutes, I'll get to Michael Your Boat Ashore, and I'll have a goal, and I'll be done. Because it's free. It was totally free improv. I started in the beginning screaming because John was playing some like wild stuff in the beginning, and Pruitt-Igo is really high energy. And so I wanted to start screaming, and then I wanted to like make it smaller. So I planned it. I wanted to do it when I came into this. I was like, maybe I'll do it the opposite way, but it just felt right to start screaming.
So you mentioned Dark Friends, and Dark Friends was here, I think, in either October or November.
Yeah. Love Lawrence. Lawrence is a great guy. Yeah, he and I have recorded together a few times with Nathan Hubbard, who's a drummer, and then Ryan Ebaugh, who plays saxophone.
Yeah, Nathan has been here a number of times.
Yeah. So we have recordings of us as a trio. So I'm playing bass, and Ebaugh's playing saxophone, and then Nathan on the drums, and then Lawrence is doing electronics. And so we have a record, or we have, probably over 2 hours of music recorded, just improvisation, that's sitting somewhere. Don't tell Lawrence that I'm talking about this, because but Lawrence is great, yeah, and he's he's brought forth, especially like the younger people in the scene, like he kind of brought forth a lot of the experimental kind of electronic music that's happening. Yeah, he works with Ted at Casbah, and he works at Soda Bar. I work at Soda Bar as well. We're all around. Yeah, Dark Friends though, great. We have to get the Dark Friends Ensemble. That's what we call when we play with a full band. It's Dark Friends Ensemble.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
it's grown.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That's what played with Pruitt Igo at Black Cat. It was
Okay.
great bar.
So what's next for you? What other kind of projects do you have? You mentioned this one with Dark Friends Ensemble.
Yeah, and then
Anything else?
I have an album that I'm working on that's like pretty much recorded. We recorded strings for it like last month, and I just have to just go away and record all the vocals, and then it'll be done. And then I have to music direct and make a way to play it live. Because
You said we. Who's we?
It's just it's always a collaborative process. It's never. I mean, it's my music, but I want to have like a viola. I want to have a French horn, and so I gotta get people that want to be a we.
We work.
Yeah, we work. Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum. All right, dude. It was a pleasure to have you here tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for again. Like a day notice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was a great reason to get together and to try something new. So
Awesome.
It was very fun.
I'm
Can I shake
glad
your
you
hand?
came.
If we can fist bump?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
And this.
Okay, double.
And no, never mind.
Okay, then we
Forget
got a
it.
hug. The handshake was a little bit. The hug. I'm sweaty too. I'll save you that.
Okay, John, take it away.